Hey boos, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make homemade chili. When I tell you this recipe is delicious, it is so delicious. And the great thing about this recipe is that it's easy and it does not call for a shitload of ingredients. So for my chili, I'm using 2 pounds of ground turkey. However, you can always substitute that for ground beef. Then I have about 5 slices of smoked bacon chopped finely, 6 to 8 cloves of garlic chopped finely, 1 scotch bonnet pepper chopped finely with the seeds removed, and 3 sprigs of thyme, 3 stalks of scallion, 3 stalks of celery, 1 medium-sized onion chopped finely, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and 2 cans of chili beans. Also, if you have bell peppers, you can add that in as well. And for seasonings and spices, we are using Worcestershire sauce, chili powder, cayenne pepper, paprika, whole oregano, ground sage, Larry seasoning, accent, complete seasoning, black peppercorn pepper, some beef stock, and red pepper flakes. Now before I get into this recipe, I'm gonna need y'all to pause this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. That way you can get notified every time I post. Also, if you guys are already subscribed to me and you support my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys click that header above. I have another channel that I do mukbangs, challenges, hair tutorials, all that stuff. So if you support me, go head over to that channel and subscribe. All right, so let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown my meat. Since I'm using turkey meat, I'm going to add a little bit of oil to my pan. If you're using ground beef, don't add any oil. And we're just going to cook this on medium to high heat. Also, be sure to check the description box for the full recipe. Always leave the recipe and step-by-step directions in the description box just to make it easier for you guys. So once we're done browning that meat, we can add in our seasonings. And I am using 2 teaspoons of Larry seasoning, a half a teaspoon of accent, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of complete seasoning, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. If you don't want it as spicy, only add 1. And now we are just going to give everything a good stir. Once I'm done stirring that, I'm going to transfer everything to my crock pot. So now that I have set that meat aside, I can get started on sauteing my vegetables. I'm just adding a little bit of oil to my pan. I'm going to let that heat up on low heat. And then I'm going to add my garlic, my onions, and my celery. I'm just going to saute this for about no more than 3 minutes. Once the onions start to look translucent, it's time to take your vegetables out the pan. You want to make sure you do not burn them. And now I am taking my vegetables and transferring it to that crock pot as well. I'm making my chili in the crock pot. However, you can do this on top of the stove and it'll taste just as good. So now I'm just going to stir my meat in with the vegetables. Once that is stirred well, it is time to add in the bacon and the scotch bonnet pepper. And that bacon really gives this chili a kick, so do not skip this step. Next, I'm adding 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I've only drained the juice out of 1 can. And 2 cans of chili beans. I am not draining the juice. So now I'm going to stir this one more time. And now it's time to add the herbs and spices. And I'm adding 3 sprigs of thyme, 3 stalks of scallion chopped finely, and 2 cups of beef broth. And of course, we cannot forget the red pepper flakes. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of that. Then 2 teaspoons of ground sage and 1 tablespoon of whole oregano. Do not forget this. This is going to bring this chili to a whole nother level. And the last thing I'm going to add is a tablespoon of sugar. And then we are just going to give that a good stir. So I'm done stirring this chili. I'm going to close the lid and I'm going to cook this on low for about 6 hours, which is great because you could go to work, come back, and then boom, dinner's ready. Of course, if you don't have a crock pot, you can always cook this on top of your stove and it will not take you as long. So it has been about 6 hours and it is time to check on this chili. I'm just going to skim some of the chili juice off of the top and add it to a bowl with 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm just going to mix this together until it is a smooth consistency. And then I just add this into my chili, and this is just to thicken up the sauce a bit. I don't like my chili too runny. And then I'm just going to keep stirring this until it's the consistency that I want it to be. All right, so now that my chili is ready to serve, it is time to plate it. As you can see, adding that flour really helped it thicken up a bit. And now I'm just going to add some cheddar cheese on top. Of course, you could add your favorite cheese of choice, or if you don't like cheese, you can skip this step. And then I'm going to top it off with some sour cream and scallions. That scallions on top is really going to give this chili a pop. This looks so good. The only thing I'm missing right now is the cornbread to go with it. And that is the final product, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.